Hello! Welcome back to the next part of our little galaxy adventure. Today we're going to be going back into our playthrough, our 68-star playthrough. 68-star Power Star playthrough, whatever. And we're going to be trying to get more Power Stars, maybe even beating the game today. And we're probably going to get close to 100%, but not all the way there. Oh! And just as I predicted last time, time to pick up Luigi. Yep, that's what we're going to be doing today. Also, I hope audio's okay. Hope it's not too quiet. It actually might be. Let me give it a slight bump. That was a very slight bump. Your sister's never played it on her own, only ever P2 a few times. Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show something here. There's an Easter egg you can get with Luigi here. We just gotta go save him. So if you save Luigi here, and I think if you get him to spawn the Power Star, he'll say this. He'll say, "I hid because of that big scary bug. I found a Power Star, so let's go home." So, if you get him to spawn the Power Star and then you die, you'll see something will change here. I hope it's still present in this version of the game. I'd be so sad if it wasn't. Okay. Long jump over there. Backflip, spin jump. And then we go save his ass again. Okay. I hope it's still there. Yeah, he says, "Oh, hey, bro. Are you okay? I thought I heard a scream." That's right, we died, Luigi. Enough bugs already. Let's head out. Luigi casually listening to us get sucked into a black hole as we get spaghettified and die in the most painful way possible. Don't worry, bro. We're okay. Okay. Nice. And now we get out of here. So that's all the Luigi stars. And now we can start working back on engine room dome. I think if we're fast enough, and I did start a little bit early, we might be able to get all the stars, all of the non-purple coin stars. Okay, so we got, okay. Let's start with the Gold Leaf Galaxy. We've definitely got plenty of galaxies to go, though. Alright, so we got Cataquack to the skies. I love those Cataquacks. Oh, did you guys see that Mario Kart Tour now has a new way to unlock the NPC riders? It's a kind of cool way as well. Like, instead of having to happen to get them through Kamek in like a race, you can now like find a UFO in the open world and then like abduct one of those NPCs, and then you get that NPC. Oops. Oh fuck, it launched me over there. That's so unnecessary. That's the slow way. Oh, come on. I know you can get up there. Oh, I said tour? I meant world, yeah. Can you really only triple jump to get up there? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I meant world. Fucking hell. Michelle's not playing Mario Galaxy. This star is a little bit annoying, trying to get the Cataquax to follow you. Although I think you might be able to just... Maybe I should try that. Just triple jumping to the next planet. God. Here? No, I think you actually do need the Cataquack. I think I've tried. Come on. I think I've tried doing the triple jump, but it just doesn't quite work. I just need Nintendo to put like a Cataquack-sized platform. Maybe you could do this with Luigi. Honestly, I don't think I've tested this enough. This one, they just give you all the Cataquacks you could ever need. Are they playing it for some reason? But my Switch doesn't always connect online right away. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, maybe it takes a bit too. What would you say? Get online. You're supposed to use a... What do you say? You're supposed to use the Cataquack to unlock this, but I know you can. Yeah! Ah, it's so cool when you, like, nail it just right. Tricky thing is... Ah, damn it, okay. No! Okay, at least if you just touch the bubble, you're okay. Oh, come on. See if I collect those coins. Yeah! Hell yeah! Okay. And now just going through the flowers. Oh my god, I am failing! Jesus Christ, I hate all of these enemies. I'm going to kill them all. Die, assholes. I promise you guys, I'm good at this game. Maybe I get Galaxy 2 for Christmas. Hey, that sounds like a good idea. Here, get me up there. I don't care anymore. I'm trying to do speedrun tactics. Okay. Hey, actually, some attention here. Okay, good. There we go. Here's a question I'll ask you guys. What would you guys think if Nintendo announced that the next Mario game would be Mario Galaxy 3? What would you think of that? I feel like I'd be kind of mixed, personally. Because I do like Galaxy. And I'd be very curious to see what they could do with the Galaxy 3. But I almost think I would prefer them to be... I would prefer like an original kind of 3D Mario game. You know, exploring a concept that we haven't seen before. The question was, what would you guys think if Nintendo announced that the next mainline Mario game was Super Mario Galaxy 3? There is a way you can kind of like get up here. Camera's a little bit finicky here though. It'd be interesting, but yeah, I think I'd want an original Mario game. Yeah, I think I'd think similarly. I think, like, again, I like Mario Galaxy, but I think just kind of like seeing some new ideas at play would be a bit more interesting. Oh wait, I need to backflip here. Cheating. Okay, wait. Why does it flip me around there? Annoying. Oh, I almost had it. Oh. Is it? Okay, come on. I know I've done this skip before. Oh wait, okay. I think... How what I did? I think this galaxy is the galaxy I always struggle to remember all my little skips for. Alright, fine. You don't know. Oh, fuck it. I'm doing it my way. I will not accept this. I am the Mario Galaxy King. What am I missing here? What is... I want to say I understand and be optimistic about it because of bias and Galaxy my childhood intro to Mario in general, and I would stand up, clap, cheer, and cry tears of joy. I like that. I will say I would definitely like be super hyped for it at first. I think my initial reaction would certainly be, oh shit, this is really cool, you know? But then, like, after the hype passed and it's like settled down a little bit, I'd probably be like, wait, what? You know? Sneeze. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't get to the mic in time. Yeah, and I'm definitely, I definitely feel you there. I still feel like Galaxy would have been a better game to adapt as like a third movie instead of like doing it as the first sequel. Again, there's a clear, what would you say? There's a clear path from going to Super Mario World, like Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World, and Super Mario Galaxy, instead of Super Mario World and then like Galaxy. Die. Waluigi spin-off game. Give Purple Thin Luigi his game. Maybe one day. You know, I have to say, I think... I don't think they'll ever do, like, a Waluigi spin-off game, because... While it would kind of make sense to give Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi their own games, I think, like, Waluigi was introduced in a very particular way. Because, like... If we look at, like, Yoshi and Wario, and also Donkey Kong to a lesser extent, those were all characters introduced in Mario, like, kind of like mainline Mario games. Donkey Kong less so, but Yoshi and Wario definitely. That they then realized, oh, the concepts that we introduced in these games could be used for their own games. Whereas with like Waluigi, he existed solely to be Wario's partner in a tennis game. I could be wrong. I mean, they kind of arbitrarily gave Luigi a Haunted Mansion game. But I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. At the very least, if they ever do make a Waluigi game, they'd probably have like a particular reason for doing it. Something that they could picture a character like Waluigi fitting for. Oh my god, I almost failed that. I also don't think Nintendo would ever do a game where it has like a mainline platformer with Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. Unless, like, they want it specifically to be a co-op game where each character has, like, a unique role. What's the secret here? I don't remember the secret in this galaxy. Oh, that's right. I remember now. It was the star I was actually trying to get last time. Alright, let's get this. This is a fun star. Yeah. So there's this game called Mario 64 DS. Okay, I mean, you do kind of have me there. That's a very good comparison, actually. Hell, I mean, I even remember the Waluigi April Fool's joke from Mario 64 DS. I think I even fell for that. I don't know if anybody else remembers this. I'll explain it to those who don't, but basically, like, a long time ago, around the time Mario 64 DS came out, there was, like, a magazine. I'm not sure if it was Game Informer or what, that did an April Fool's joke thing that said that you could unlock Waluigi as a playable character. And it, like, gave these convincing looking screenshots where, like, they photoshopped Waluigi's hat onto, like, various enemies. And you had to, like, defeat a Rabbit King in order to unlock him. It was a hoax, definitely, but, like, I don't know, there was a a good moment where I believed it. That still kind of goes with what I mean, though. Like, with Mario 64 DS, they still made it so that way, like, only certain characters could get certain stars. So that's kind of what I meant. Like, they would only make a platformer game if there was a game, if they made it so that way each character had their own role. Like, I don't think they could retrofit Waluigi or Wario to work in, like, a new Super Mario Brothers game, because, like, Wario and Waluigi have very different frames, you know, what would you say, proportions. And with Wario, there would be this kind of assumption that Wario would have his Wario Land tackle, and then you'd have to kind of design the levels to keep that Wario Land tackle in mind. But yeah, like a game like Mario 64 DS with all like the bros, that could work. It just depends on, I guess, if Nintendo wants to do that. It's not impossible, but Nintendo, I think whenever they make a Mario game in general, they want to be hyper-focused on making sure Mario, like the single-player character, controls right and controls well. And hell, I even remember like one of the critiques about Mario 64 DS being the fact that you had to constantly switch out the characters if you wanted to get all the stars. If they made it so that way, you know, you could just switch characters on the fly, sure, that'd be one thing. I know. I mean, I would love to see it. I would love to see Nintendo basically come up with a Waluigi game. But it would have to be basically with Waluigi's design in mind. Oh, can I do it? Ah, damn. I always love, like, jumping out of the water right as the star spawns. With the camera pan around. It's nice. Water break. I guess also, with Wario and Waluigi, it's a bit different from something like, what would you say, Super Mario 3D World as well, because, again, Wario's attributes are very particular. Because, like, with like Super Mario, like, 3D World, it was kind of interesting that they had a 3D Mario game that accounted for these different kinds of play styles. Peach with her hover jump, Toad with his fast speed and all that. And Luigi with his flutter jumps. Which is really cool, honestly, the more I think about that. And I want to definitely give that game a playthrough on the stream at some point, too. But I think adding like Wario's moveset on top of that would be a little bit, what would you say? A little bit tricky. I even remember, like, I think we even talked about it on stream, Alto, how, like, for 3D World, they definitely made it so that way Peach couldn't hover in the air as long as she could, compared to, like, the earlier footage. Because I definitely remember some earlier footage of Peach, and she could hover in the air for much longer. And they probably shortened that because they realized if they kept that, that would have made her, like, maybe too strong. I guess, like, Nintendo could make a game with, like, different movesets. But I think, like, with Wario and Waluigi, it'd be, like, to such an extreme that it would be very hard. He tried to catch these fucking ass rabbits. Oh, yes. I've been in your shoes before. I laugh whimsically and wistfully. Alright. Gimme. Yeah, you remember that conversation? I look back at Super Mario 3D World much more fondly than I did when it first came out. I think a lot of people do nowadays. Because I remember, like, some people being disappointed with 3D World when it was first showcased for the Wii U because, like, it felt like such an iterative sequel to 3D Land. I think it was also at a time where, like, linear Mario was getting, like, so heavily critiqued. And so when people were expecting, like, the big 3D Mario for the Wii U, people were, like, hoping it'd be at least something akin to, like, Galaxy. Not necessarily, like, you know, super open, like 64 Sunshine. But not as linear as, like, 3D World or 3D Land. Even though Galaxy 2 was basically already linear as hell, but... oh, what can you do? Yeah, you gotta be careful with this Cosmic Race, because, like... you can lose this one. The Luigi one, I think all of the Luigi Cosmic Races are actually harder. You can definitely lose the Luigi one here. 3D World was better than 3D Land. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I would say so. I think 3D World also has much more personality than 3D Land. But I will still defend 3D Land because I think, like, 3D Land was good. Like, and was a cool Mario game for the 3DS. Because, like, it was an interesting idea, you know? Because, like, we already had New Super Mario Brothers and New Super Mario Brothers Wii at the time. So, like, we had a 2D Mario game. And I think a lot of people were thinking, like, the next 2D Mario game, like, that would be on the 3DS, or the next Mario game that would be on the 3DS would also be 2D. But instead, like, Nintendo came up with, like, the formula for 3D Land, which was cool, because it was, like, a combination of 3D and 2D Mario. So I'll always, like, defend 3D Land from that angle. That I think it was a very, solid Mario game for what it was trying to do. Which was being a 3D Mario game that could run on the 3DS. But if you compare it to 3D World, then yeah, 3D World is the better game. Like, there's no doubt about it. But I also feel like it's really only in retrospect can we really come to appreciate 3D World for what it is now. Because again, at the time, people were clamoring for, like, a new, big, you know, eye-popping 3D Mario game. And at the time, 3D World was not it. I think also people were worried that at the time that Nintendo was just getting too safe with Mario, that we'd never really see like a truly ambitious Mario game again. And it was really only until like it was only really when we got Odyssey where like people were like, okay, Nintendo is willing to still do this kind of Mario game. And so because of that, then like not like 3D World is now looked back more fondly because people can now say, oh yeah, like this is what Mario can be, and Odyssey is also how Mario can be. Oh wait, shit, I need the bee suit here. Fuck. Not gonna lie, saying World is better than Land is a cold take. I don't mean that in a rude way, but it's a very easy argument to make. Both have. Oh yeah, I mean, of course. Like, definitely. I'm just saying, like, that's basically my opinion. But I would still like it if we were to see 3D Land get ported to Switch or Switch 2. I would love to see a day where all of the mainline Mario games would get put on, like, the Switch 2. I do unfortunately think that, like, people will be less favorable to 3D Land if it comes to, like, you know, Switch 2. Because, like, if you compare 3D Land to 3D World, again, 3D Land feels kind of generic because, like, with 3D World, there's a lot of cool things going on, like, lots of cool gimmicks going on. Very, like, unique enemy designs and, like, level gimmicks. What am I doing? Fuck, okay. I forgot to go to the middle planet. And I'm not saying, like, 3D Land doesn't have any, like, cool, like, stuff going on. But it just kind of feels a little bit more generic with some levels feeling very samey. Not to mention, I think one thing that like 3D Land also did was that it kind of relied on nostalgia a little bit. One of the big marketing things was, oh look, the Tanuki suit is back. You know, the beloved power-up from Super Mario Bros. 3. Whereas like 3D World didn't really rely on that at all. Like the big thing with 3D World was everybody was a cat. Which was, you know, funny. Still is kind of funny, but like it kind of set it apart. But however, again, like 3D Land is still a good game. I will still maintain there is not a single bad like Mario game. Like there is not a single bad like mainline Mario game. If I compare that to with Sonic, there's plenty of bad Sonic games, you know? I think the worst that you could say about some Mario games is that they're a little boring. And again, that's what, like, a lot of, like, the three, like, what would you say? The late Wii to Wii U era was like for Mario, that eventually the games just kind of felt a little bit bland. Again, in the year the Wii U came out, we got 2 new Super Mario Bros. Games. And then 3D Land, and then 3D World. Although again, 3D World was not bad. Again, just people were expecting more out of 3D World. I think I'm just repeating myself at this point. Aren't there more bad Sonic games than good? I mean, that's honestly very subjective. Oh wait, I don't think I need to here. We're doing the Secret Star. Mario teaches typing, or Mars early years. Those were scary. Never played those. NSO win. I forgot, do we need 50 star bits here? 49, please say 40. Oh, thank God. I think with Sonic, the thing is, Sonic has some good games, but I think like Sonic's highs are pretty high, but then Sonic's lows are just abysmal. Also, if you're not careful, you can accidentally shoot yourself into the black hole here, and it's really funny when it happens. Nah, Sonic's not enjoyable mid. There are some genuinely good Sonic games. Like, Sonic 2, 3, and Knuckles are, I think, just genuinely good games. Sonic 1, I think, is, like, good for the era, but maybe harder to play now. And then Sonic CD is kind of dependent, but I'll always have, like, a soft spot for it in my heart. And then you have Sonic, like, stuff like Sonic Mania, which is really good. Like, I think Sonic Mania is probably one of the best 2D Sonic platformers. Maybe I should do a playthrough of Sonic Mania on stream. That actually probably wouldn't be too long unless I did the Encore mode. I've actually never finished Encore mode either. I'll believe you because I always just listen to my one friend's Sonic propaganda. I've never actually played a Sonic game. Oh, really? Okay. I think the best modern game that you could play right now is probably Sonic Mania. That game has like so much soul in it. It's unreal. Oh boy, guys, it's time. It's toy time. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I don't think it comes in this level, but the next level. No, well, okay. Toy Time is good, but it kind of depends on if you like the spring power-up. Or if you could figure out how to bypass the spring power-up, which is what I'm going to be doing. Alright, the audio cut out there for a moment. So people critique the Toy Time Galaxy for the Spring Mushroom power-up. Which is fair. Because the controls of the Spring Mushroom power-up are a little bit weird. But I don't think it's bad either. But what makes Toy Time fun is that is how you can actually bypass the Spring Mushroom. At least that's just kind of like a way to challenge yourself. And that's how I always like to replay the Toy Time Galaxy. The Toy Time Galaxy also has like tons of like gravity shenanigans going on. There's also like tons of just fun skips you could do anyway. Like here, you're supposed to get the coin here to unlock the Spring Mushroom. That's how you're supposed to clear this level. But you can also just triple jump, wall jump, spin jump, and just ignore it. Similarly, supposed to use Spring Mushroom, but you can just triple jump. You can also backflip, spin jump. backflip, spin jump, and so on. Like, you can clear this whole level without even using the spring mushroom. You might even be able to beat the whole game without even using the spring mushroom. Like, 100%. But it does get tricky at times. Like, here you kind of need to be careful where you stand. Okay, writing this down. It gets a bit trickier here, too. There's no saving Sonic Forces. It is kind of funny because, like, with Sonic Force, like, with Sonic 06, you could say, like, they had some good level design going on. But, like, they just kind of broke a lot of other things. And the glitches didn't help either. But with Sonic Forces, it's like there's no saving that level design. It's just, like, boost to get through, and that's it. You're gonna pull off that spring jump again, Ethan? Yeah, well, lack thereof, but yes. I think you know what I'm talking about. One of my most talked points. One of my most talked about points of this game. Oh, come on. Careful. I think it's still out there. So you also need the spring mushroom here, but if you do some like, you do some triple jump shenanigans. Also, there's some Guillermos. Oh, Guillermos. You use supposed to use the spring mushroom to jump from here to here. But again, backflip. There you go. Oops. Asshole. Backflip, backflip, spin jump, backflip, fancy homing stomp, and then the level's beaten. Easy. It's, for this level, it's not that hard to bypass the power-up. And I feel like it's even more enjoyable. Thank you, King. This is kind of funny. I'm happy that I get to kind of explain these little tricks again to somebody who's never seen them. You have Mania for PC? Yeah, that's good. Even better, you can mod it then. I'll probably talk more about, like, Sonic opinions here in a second. Now, I don't know if I can do this with Mario. I think I can. A bit trickier, though. Mario meets Mario. Okay. So if I recall... Okay, yeah. It's right after this. You could also triple jump to get up to this launch star. There you go. So right off the bat... Oh! No, it's the third level. Never mind. Okay, the third level has, like, the jump I'm always talking about. Okay. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. It'll have its time. Should we do the secret star first? Forgot. Isn't it like there's a secret star? Isn't the secret star like you need to talk to a Luma or so? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Hey, slightly beneficial. Boy, do I have any tasty star bits? You need 50? You'll never believe how many I got. And 4! Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna look at this one unlocked so that way I can unlock the comment for this too. You need to decide the next game you're playing. Mario Galaxy. There, I've decided it for you. It's Mario Galaxy. You're welcome. You don't want to play Galaxy. Okay, that's fine. Super Mario Galaxy 2. There we go. Solved it for you. I will say I've really been enjoying myself and appreciate a more linear game where there's 500 secrets to get. Yeah. Sometimes you just kind of need a break from that. This level is a little bit wonky, or at least these planets are a little bit wonky because, like, sometimes when you're kind of navigating around the square planets, like, Mario kind of hops a little bit. Oh my god. Okay, camera, please. Oh, fuck. God damn it. This one also throws me off from time to time, thinking I've already hit the switches, or all the switches, but there's like one missing. Play Skullgirls. I think it kind of depends. I will say I think linear games are much more enjoyable to replay. I don't know if there's too many like open world games that I would want to really replay. I know I've said before, like I've thought about doing like maybe a replay through of like Breath of the Wild or so, especially like with the Switch 2. But like, I don't know. I feel like the sense of exploration is kind of diminished the second time around. Whereas like the fun in like a linear game can be like just trying to get through things a little bit faster than you've done before. Like, sure, you could do that with an open world too, but the games just tend to be much longer. Then again, like with a game like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, it's still fun because like there's maybe some other mysteries that you might not have seen or found your first time around. Alright, so now we're getting the actual main star here. Oh, I will say this. I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima right now. And I'm starting to really enjoy myself more, but I don't know if I would ever want to replay this game. Unless I want to challenge myself, because there's a difficulty in Ghost of Tsushima, where it's like a very hard difficulty, where it's like, I think it's like you can kill all enemies in one shot, but they can also kill you in one shot. So it does make things intentionally exhilarating. But, like, I've seen how that game handles encounters, like, especially, like, random encounters on the world. And, I don't know, I almost feel like it'd be much more stressful. Considering that you can just stumble into enemies quite easily. Oh, there is a star involving this planet, Michelle, that you might hate. Because I know I hate it. Yeah. Also, I think you can just ignore or completely break a puzzle super easily in open world games. It feels like less good to do with a specific challenge. I think that also kind of depends on the person, though. But I know what you mean. Oh yeah, there was the big Pokemon leak. I don't know if I want to talk about it too much because, like, I do not mind discussing leaks, but with the extent of the leaks that, like, Game Freak has experienced, I almost feel like I don't want to talk about them too much because I don't want the element of surprise to be gone. And not to mention, since like some of the plans that got leaked were like so far in the future at the time the plans were being made, there's a chance that some of the games that were getting discussed at the time might not even come to fruition. Because yes, future game plans were discussed in those game leaks, including including Generation 10. This is easily like the biggest leaks I think Game Freak has ever experienced. Yes, plans all the way up until 2030. Like, I don't think I'll discuss like the big games, like the specific games, but like, yeah, like some of their Gen 10 plans have been like leaked. Like, I'll mention this because I think it's pretty predictable anyway. How... Oh, Jesus. Okay. How Gen 10 is supposedly coming out next year. And then, like, Gen 11 is apparently scheduled for 2030. Like, honestly, anybody, like, could, like, put that together themselves, but, like, it's still interesting that it got leaked. And yes, there was apparently some workplace drama that got leaked too. God damn it. Make sure, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely something that you could take away from the leaks as well. I think all of these games are going to be targeting Switch 2. I mean, no surprise there. In fact, I'd be very surprised if that wasn't going to be the case. I mean, honestly, it's not that wild because there's multiple teams at Game Freak like putting in the work. Like, the team that's making Legends is not the same team making Gen 10. Like, Scarlet and Violet, that came out in 2022. Gen 10 is coming out in 2026, supposedly. That's a 4-year dev cycle, which doesn't sound a lot when we compare it to, like, other games, but that's still an extra year of dev time compared to previous generations. Like, the time between Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet was 3 years. So, the fact that it's now 4 years is better. Maybe not the best, but, like, better. Okay, and now, we'll get back to the Pokemon leaks, because now is the time I discuss the level. Bouncing down Cake Lane. Okay. Are we ready for it, guys? Chat, are you guys ready? Yes. Oh, Captain Toad. your spoonfuls of Starbits. Okay. So, this is really easy. Damn it. Oh, really wanted to get it first shot. So basically, this is a little bit tricky because this jump seems like it's very hard to pull off as just Mario. They basically try to force you to use the spring mushroom here to wall jump all that way. But come on. Come on, come on. I know you can do this. I know you could do this. I know you could do this. God damn it. Come on. Okay. This is definitely like the trickiest jump in the spring mushroomless run so far. I think it's easier with Luigi. Hey, wait 1 second. Let me see something. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure I've done this without Luigi. Yes! 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 That's right! That's right! That's right! I'm the fucking Mario Galaxy Master! VOD watchers skip 3 hours! Fuck you! That's right! Who's the Mario Galaxy Master? Who's the Master? It's me! Thatcher the Thatcher! Fuck the spring mushroom. Anyway. Oh yeah, I do want to mention that jump is a little bit of a meme on this channel because every time I replayed Mario Galaxy for the longest time, I always said that jump was impossible. I always said you could not do that with Mario. You had to use the spring mushroom. And I would always say on the channel, like every time I got there, I'd say like, oh, I spent so much time in my youth trying to make this jump but never being able to do it. And then one day, like on stream, I just casually tried it and then I did it. And I was like blown away. I think somebody might have like a clip of that. I'm not entirely sure though. Also, that's also a skip right there. Whew, okay. Set the run. Gonna have to expand the speedrunning leaderboard to fit you on the bottom. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Put a black hole in the middle of a tart. That's fucked up. Alright. But yeah. I think that's the hardest jump without the spring mushroom. But it is possible. It is possible. Is it faster? Maybe on your first try. If you get it on your first try. But it is tricky. I don't even know if like speedrunners like skip it. I mean, I would assume they would, because the hit stop when you get a spring mushroom is not insignificant. There's another tricky jump though later in the run. That I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually get without using the spring mushroom. It's specifically like the Matter Splatter Galaxy. Like, I think you can do it without the spring mushroom, and I'm gonna try. But it is very tricky. I think, but if you can pull it off, I'm pretty sure the spring mushroom is like the only power-up that you can skip getting in a 100% run. Unless you can get all the purple coins using like the red star power-up as well. Not sure about that. Oh yeah, like this boss requires, supposedly requires the spring mushroom, but you can get up there. I'm just bad right now. 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Again, also a bit tricky. You definitely need to do a double like a double spin jump there. But again, faster. And there we go. Toy Time Galaxy. I think that's all the stars, actually, for now at least. Without the spring mushroom. Hell yeah. If you ever feel useless, remember the spring mushroom exists. Okay, so we have... There's a Luma we need to feed, and also another Bowser fight. I think this is... Yeah, Bowser Jr.'s lava reactor. Anyway, we can get back to the Pokemon League talks. To anybody who's just coming in, I'm not going to necessarily discuss any like specific games, just because some of the plans are very interesting from Game Freak, but since they're so early in development, these games could also be canceled. And considering the ambition for some of these projects, I don't want to talk about them because I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. I'll still talk about them like more nebulously. Like, it is nice that like they're at the very least they're holding off on Gen 10 until next year. I mean, at this point it's basically expected. But it's still nice because that means whatever Gen 10 games are coming out next year, they're getting 1 extra year of development time than like Scarlet and Violet did. And Gen 11 will also presumably have a 4-year development time. Which makes me feel a little bit more positive about Gen 10. And considering, like, Legends ZA seems to have some positive reviews out there, like, I do think, like, Game Freak is a good developer, but, like, they're just... There's something about their development structure that just really... Oh, fuck. Accidentally flipped. There's something about the development structure that just really needs some overhaul. And their visual department needs some updates. I don't know. Never stop churning the Pokemon cycle. God damn it. In Caliente is down. Yeah, that's what I'm interested in, like, the new engine, if that's gonna be an actual thing. I mean, I could definitely see them using the... I mean, I don't necessarily fault them for reusing the same engine, you know, because, I mean, lots of studios reuse their engines. But the problem is if the engine ends up being too... What would you say? Inefficient in some areas. You know, like how people talk about how Bethesda games should stop using the Creation Engine. I don't really have a stake in Bethesda games. Just as an example. Yeah. I mean, if you really think about it, if Game Freak was, like, expecting just a power jump, like, going from, like a similar power jump going from DS to 3DS, like, from 3DS to something else, I can kind of understand why the Switch generation may have really fucked them up, because HD development just must have been very hard on that engine. But if they redesign the engine to be more, what would you say, in line with like HD development, then yeah, maybe the games could be improved. It's hard to say because like game development is such a, what would you say? We don't know all the details about their game development, and I don't know if any of us here really knows the depths of any sort of game engine. The little nooks and crannies. So, it's hard to say anything definitive of if things will change, or if things will improve. Here's open. Yeah. I know, like, I think the guy that was in charge of the Pokemon Company, I think there was, like, some sentiments that he thought the Switch 1 would fail. Which is hilarious in retrospect, but I can't necessarily fault him either because Nintendo was in such a bad position before the Switch came around. Kind of wonder if going open world was actually planned from the start, if they had to modify the engine for that. I mean, they probably modified the engine for that. I mean, like, at the very least, they probably planned... Hey, I think you can just wall jump. Oh, long jump here, yeah. Easy. They probably at least were thinking about doing Sword and Shield at the time. But Scarlet and Violet, they probably were at least... I don't think, like, the open world was just added. I do think they were thinking about the open world for Scarlet and Violet. But I think they just weren't expecting how demanding it would end up being. Okay, so now we're going back to the Gateway Galaxy. I do hope ZA is at least a stable enough frame rate. I mean, I've heard from some reviews of the Switch 1 version that the Switch 1 version is like at a stable 30 FPS. Which is nice. I think, like, it was, like, I think it performed similar to, like, Legends. I think, really, like, the only game that had, like, struggled to reach, like, 30 FPS was Scarlet and Violet and, like, some parts of, like, Sword and Shield. Hello. I, too, like to gaze out distantly at the stars. This planet, It's very dear to me. Looked forward to visiting this planet with the Lumas every 100 years. The Luma that's been traveling with you may also grow up to become a star one day. Some Lumas become planets, some become comets, and a few become power stars. I'm traveling with them while they look for a place to be reborn. But I never thought all of this would happen. Wow, Mama must really trust you. I guess so. How about this? Grab all of 100 purple coins here, then you'll earn my trust too. The red star holds the power of the red Lumas. Really amazing part about it is that it allows you to fly after you spin midair. Yes, fly! While pressing B, you can pick up the direction you want to fly with L. You collect 100 purple coins to let you use my power somewhere else. Whoa, what's happening there, chat? Oh yeah, like, I really, like, it's true, like, Pokemon games might not be the most beautiful games in the market, but I don't think they ever look ugly. Some people go so far as to say, like, Legend ZA looks like a GameCube game. I don't think it looks like a GameCube game. It's not amazing. And it's even worse when, I think that what you guys are saying more topically, it's even worse when people say, like, the other Pokemon games were ugly. And, like, that's just not true at all. Oh yeah, I'm not saying, like, there's not ugly moments, like, parts of the, like, more modern Pokemon games. Because there definitely are. There definitely are. Scarlet and Violet is probably, like, my least favorite when it comes to the art design. But Sword and Shield looks nice. I kind of like Sword and Shield's art design. I don't know. I don't personally think like ZA looks that ugly. Okay, 85. Get all the house coins. Getting all the purple coins pretty fast, but now there's 7 left, so I'll try to figure out where they are. Oh man, I really like the art style for Let's Go. I kind of wish they could have kept that art style for some of the other games. Okay, you know what? I'll get back to you guys with chat messages in just a second. Gotta find these 3 stupid... Okay, wait. I think it might be over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. I like what you said there, Alto. I don't think ZA looks like a GameCube game, but it does look visually kind of ugly, and the weather Switch was also ugly. 3D models especially irk me. For most of the mainline Switch 1 Pokemon games, I mean, like, obviously, Let's Go Pikachu, like. EMD remake looks great. Some of the 3D models wash out a lot of the colors. I'm not a big fan of that, but they kind of fixed that. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that either. I think Pokemon should not be afraid to look colorful. You know? Also mean the people models more than Pokemon models. Yeah. Here's hoping like Gen 10 ends up being like a good looking experience. Again, it doesn't need to be amazing, but I think it should look good. Oh man, I really hope they give that game like a Switch 2 like performance boost or whatever, because I think that game deserves it. Alright, are there more storybook pages? Because I just realized I forgot I wanted to read the pages. I think that's what I said in like the last part. I was gonna read the pages at the start of every like VOD. I've already forgotten that. So, we are reading the storybook now. Is it time to grind? Chapter 5. Home. The kitchen will go here and the library will go over there, the girl said busily to herself. We'll put the gate here. Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. A lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out that starbits weren't the only thing buried under the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike any they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, "Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us?" The library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate. They're certainly spacious, but still, something seemed to be missing. If only my father, brother, and mother were here, the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. Oh, shit, Rosaline has a brother too? At night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6. Friends. Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-colored planet appeared on the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. "Do you two know each other?" the girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. "My mama!" At once, the apricot Luma parroted back. "My mama! My mama! My mama! My mama!" Two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh. And that's when something very strange happened. Holy shit. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop up from the apricot planet. They were different colors, but they all shouted the same thing. "My mama! My mama!" The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. What am I going to do with all these children? Lumas just stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. "I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you." Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. Chapter 7. The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a starbit. How strange. It's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of the telescope and the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. Remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright, windy days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears. The Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there. I knew all along that she wasn't out there in the sky. Because 'Cause she's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars, and a hush fell over the area. Oh shit, it ends there? That should do it today. And all like the Lumas around are crying. That's fucked up, Rosalie. I'd leave us on that cliffhanger. You know, I didn't realize the implications of like her saying that her mother was under the like sleeping under the tree. Because I thought she literally meant her mom was just sleeping under the tree. I didn't realize... Oh. Oh. The mom dead. Tifa down. Okay. Yuko moment. Oops. Also, did you see the one part was like a presentation that had like a giant Xenoblade X mech photoshopped onto a Pokemon background, fighting a Gigantamax Pokemon? Oh, it's even better than that, Napcat. I think it was literally, yeah, I think it's a little bit of reverse. It was literally just a screenshot from Xenoblade Chronicles X with like a Gigantamax Duraludon photoshopped onto it. And that was like one of the pitches they had for like a future game. And I think that's just hilarious. I think it must show that like all of the memes of people saying like Game Freak should like get Monolith's help. I think even Game Freak is thinking they should get Monolith's help or something like that. Also, fuck, I have to say, this galaxy, the skybox here, honestly, just this galaxy in itself is so interesting. Like, the skybox is so cool. Like, all of the, like, spirits just floating all the way up to, like, a glowing singularity up here. This is so cool. It's neat. Anyway. It's a ghost race time. I'm sold on this galaxy. There's certainly a lot of Pokemon fans out there that are like that. They'll defend each game because they grew up with the series. At the same time, there's also a lot of fans who are quite the opposite. Who will play who will play each game and then they will hate it with the most passion, absolute passion. Missed that one. That's me. Then there's like an interesting subsect of fans that will like critique the Pokemon series like regardless of whatever, and will insist that like, oh, X indie like Pokemon like is so much better than Pokemon. You just gotta play it. And then you play it, and it feels like it might just not have many original ideas of its own. Palworld! I'm just kidding. I haven't played that game, so I can't like really make an opinion. My personal opinion is I can still find stuff to enjoy in every Pokemon game. Like, even though Scarlet and Violet performed awfully, I still really liked the game. Like, I played it with Donnie a lot, because, like, you know, there's, like, the little bit of a co-op feature where you're kind of both in the same world, and you can share each other's, like, exclusive Pokemon. And I don't know, it was just like really cool. I liked, you know, exploring, kind of taking trainer battles at my own pace. And finding all of the new Pokemon that I didn't get spoiled to. Performance-wise, it was absolutely shit, but you know, I still liked it. My second playthrough wasn't as fun, but mainly because when you're just doing a casual playthrough of it and you're just focused on just beating the game, I think there's an element of the game that you kind of lose out on enjoying. When you're playing through it, just kind of have fun and build up a team and maybe even going for raids, I think it's much more enjoyable. But then, like, raids also suck in performance, so it's like, fuck. That's true, there's definitely some people out there that like that. Yeah, I mean, I think like really with Pal World, it was more like they just wanted something that was like Pokemon. In terms of just, I don't know, I guess monster collecting. I don't know. Do you actually collect pals? Is that what they're called? Yeah, that's what I've heard. Pal World plays more like Ark. Oh, I think this is the galaxy that we could try the spring mushroom skip on. No worries. It's funny because I was like looking at your comment. I was like, oh yeah, we were kind of talking about that in the chat. I mean, I get it. I still understand your sentiments. Also, this is the galaxy. Fuck, okay. I think I've already fucked up. Yep, okay. Okay. So yeah, my intent is to try to do this without the spring mushroom. And it's not easy. Oh my god, okay. It's harder with Mario. But I think you can still make. Oh wait, no, this I can just do with that. Fuck. Okay, no, this one needs to be a triple jump, I think. You can also make some of these jumps easier, I think, by using, co-op? I think. I'm not sure. Can you actually do it on the fly? No. Oh, wait, co-star mode. Okay, okay. Alright. I want to go back. Change my mind. I'm gonna try to do this alone. Next game. Okay. I refuse to use the spring mushroom. My friend still says they've used Digimon as a Pokemon ripoff. Oh, that's annoying, yeah. It's sad because I think Digimon's a good series in its own right, but a lot of people like to meme over it because of its monster designs. Which sure, there's some Pokemon Digimon designs that are ugly as sin, but okay, I fucked that up. Digimon's more of a Tamagotchi rip-off than anything. It's made by the same company. In fact, Digimon was designed to be a... What would you say? A Tamagotchi for boys. That's literally what it was. Yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah. You said that too. We read the same Wikipedia article then. I think I was reading that like just like 2 days ago. Funny. Okay. I think I fucked it up. Oh, I got like, oh, fuck you. Oh, I don't even know if I'm doing it right. Shit, okay. I can do this, I know I can. I refuse to use the spring mushroom. Oops, well. Okay, VOD watchers actually skip 3 hours this time. Okay, you know, I'm gonna give it a few attempts. And if I can't do it, then I'll just move on. Sometimes what throws me off is how Mario's momentum works in this game. I mean, I've gotten used to it after playing this game for over the many 18 years I've played it. But sometimes when you try to do a triple jump, I don't know, the run into it needs to be very particularly prepared. Okay. Oh! I got a lot of momentum there. Donnie got me into Digimon. And I was very impressed when watching the anime how more mature it felt compared to Pokemon. Because, like, I don't know. Like, with Digimon, it felt like there was, like, really, like, complete stories that they wanted to tell, but with Pokemon, it's like they just want to follow Ash the whole time. Oh, just barely saved that. I watched the dub, but Donnie says that the dub is so bad. And she's sad that we watched that instead. It's interesting because Donnie, cause she watched the German version over here, and she was just so impressed with. Oh no! I almost had it there. Fuck. Okay. Oh, time to die again. She was very impressed with how bad the English version of Adventure 1 ended up being. And it's another thing that's interesting is how they handle intro songs, because like I think everybody's familiar with Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon Are the Champions. But like the German version just used the Japanese intro, but like had their own lyrics instead. Oh, fuck. Okay, sorry, locking in a little bit. Oh, momentum gets stopped. You did the spring skips in the first level. Yes, that's good. Okay, then if we failed like the next solid attempt, I'll just use the spring here. I don't want to, but I want to. I want to try. VOD watcher, stick with me. Hold, VOD watchers! Hold! Uh-oh, I might have already fucked up here. No! Oh! God damn it! I almost had it. Okay, one more! One more! We will do this. I'm going to do this. I want to do this so bad. I like the Digimon chat that's going on right now. I will say that Digimon Time Strangers is visually much more impressive than Scarlet and Violet. But the Digimon models, like, bother me. Wait 1 second. No! No, come on! Please! No! One more try! One more try! One more try! I wasn't 100% focused. I wasn't 100% focused. I could do this. I promise. I promise. I could do it. Oh, come on. Get the bricks out of your pants, Mario. Okay. I like how you call it the most PSP Vita looking game. It's true. I did play that on the Switch when it came out. Such an interesting game. Okay, okay. Walking in. Hide. No! Oh, come on! I guess I needed to, like, wall jump off the other one. Okay, okay. One more time. I swear. I've done it before. I want to prove it's possible. I got 300 star bits. Ugh, come on. This one didn't count. This one didn't count. Eh. Oh, it definitely is. Glaceon. But I am a Mario Galaxy expert. I am a master. I like to say to myself. Okay, locking it again. We are here. Okay. Oh! Oh! Come on! Oh, same here, Glaceon. I got this game when it first came out. Okay, I'm gonna spare you all for my like numerous attempts. I know it's possible, but I will just go for the Spring Mushroom. There's a moment where somebody has to just get on with it. Pod Watchers, he was not in fact a monster. Oh. Kirby did better and Donkey Kong did better. Really funny. I know at some point I want to watch Digimon Adventure Tri. That looked like it might be fun. Oh, that's right, actually. I think the jump up here would also be pretty difficult. Yeah, and also, well, maybe with a... Oh god, actually... Yeah, this jump actually might not be doable as Mario. I forgot there's actually so much. If you do, I think, again, if you do, like, the co-op jumps, it's not too bad. I got, like, plenty of star bits. I think we should be good now on, star bits for the rest of the game. Oh, unrelated. I was playing Kirby Dream Course with my friend yesterday, and I just have to say, God, that is a great game to play with a friend. That's a good game. If you ever are looking for a game to play with a friend, play that game. I think I can jump. Yeah. Okay. Nowadays, honestly, if I'm ever watching a movie, I feel like I don't usually like to watch movies by myself anymore. It's either with my friends or with Donnie. If I'm ever doing something like by myself, it's usually playing a game. Or like writing. Okay, so we got 3 galaxies left. Let's see, which one do we tackle first? Let's do Melty Molten Galaxy. Overall try was okay. Okay, good to know. Well, wasn't there a follow-up to Try that followed like the protagonist from Adventure 2? Also, I'm familiar with the precognitive dreams. I have seen many movies that feature it. Melty Molten is your favorite? That's interesting. I definitely don't mind a Melty Molten. In fact, it feels like it's a pretty well-made like final level, or a sort of final level. I guess I don't hate Melty Molten. It's an appropriate like final challenge level, or again, not even final challenge, just like a later game challenging level. I'm one of those people. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Like, Tri caught my attention because I think Tri starts off with, like, something happening to the Adventure 2 protagonists. And I thought, like, my whole thought was, like, what the fuck happened to them, you know? Don't tell me, by the way, but... No, I mean, like, at the beginning it was, like, they started off with just, like, them being, like, I don't know, it looked like they were being, like, knocked over or so. I kind of figured that they wouldn't be present. That's not too bad of a spoiler. But, like, my whole thought process is, like, when I saw that, I was like, what happened, you know? So it's like, well, that's one way to start off, like, a movie. Uh-oh. No worries, you're good. Oh my god, Adventure 2 though. Its opening, like the Japanese opening is so good. It is criminal that, like, Digimon, for, like, the first few shows, the intro was only Digimon Digital Monsters, and nothing based on the amazing intros that we got from, like, the Japanese versions of the anime. I do tend to keep forgetting, though, that Digimon started as a, like, a digital toy. But you know what else was, like, a sort of digital toy? Even more primitive than that? A Game & Watch. In this essay, I will convince you all why Agumon should be in the next Smash Brothers. Thank you. That's right, it always has to circle back to Smash Brothers. Thatcher will not stop talking about Smash Brothers if it saves him. You could skip the rest of this, the Spire segment by just going up to the top. You were hoping he'd be in, and you're a bit sad he wasn't. Aw. You know, I almost feel like there would be a debate to be had if, like, if Agumon should get in, or if a Tomodachi, like, character should get in. Like, I know Tomodachi is probably less suited for fighting, but it did kind of start that whole, like, you know, monster toy genre. Still, it would have been cool to see Digimon there. I still think, like, Digimon would get in over Tomodachi. Because it's like, you know, just because, like, Dragon Quest got, like, was, like, the progenitor of the, like, the modern JRPG, that doesn't mean Dragon Quest got into Smash Brothers first. Final Fantasy got it. Diamond and Pearl's, like, Season 1 opening was really good. It's all about the challenges. Brand new game in a brand new world. New rivals as you fight for survival. Nothing can stop you. Diamond and Pearl Pokemon. Oh yeah, there's a skip you can do here that I've tried to do, but I've never been able to figure out how you can actually do it. Ah, well, we'll just go around. I always hear about Minecraft and Pokemon mods. I think I've heard that's a very popular thing. You know, and in this related, I'm going to be very interested to see how Poco, whatever it's called, Poco something, the clear Minecraft Pokemon game. I wonder how that's gonna do. Cause that honestly, that game feels like so much like it was made specifically to cater to that specific audience. Pokopia? I don't know how it's called. Pokopia, I think it's called. A game that was announced at the last direct. Alright. Come on. Oh, fuck off. Are you shitting me? Okay. Thank you. All of those, like, stupid lava bubbles there on the spot. Alright. I remember this star. This star gave me such a hard time as a kid. Oops. And apparently still as an adult. There we go. Oh! Okay. I think Nintendo is just too protective of their IP to ever do, like, an official Minecraft crossover. Especially because I think the Pokemon company themselves is just more protective. I mean, no, maybe they'll end up doing something closer to Pokopia to promote both games. Yeah, they did do one with Mario. The game, like, the Pokemon company is a bit of a different entity. Oh, yeah. Galaxid. Sure, no problem. Thanks for coming by if I don't see you again. Also, since we started so early, I'm like thrown off about like how far along we are. I wasn't even counting. How many like stars do we have? I think we'll still be able to beat the game today. It might cut it close. I am going to be a little bit worried, though, because if we get to the game today and we leave all the purple coin stars to the next stream, I do wonder if we'll be able to get all the purple coin stars in one stream, because some of them can take a while. Then again, they are balanced by, they're probably balanced out a little bit by the ones that don't take a long time. Oh, wow. Okay, this is the one where I just have to kill them all. Did I miss one? Oh, I did. Die. I remember this being one of the galaxies that they showed off during like the E3 2006 showcase. It's kind of interesting because I think most of the galaxies that they showed off during the 2006 showcase were like early galaxies. So it's interesting that this one ended up being a late game edition, or at least you encounter it later in the game. I'm just gonna be burning his ass here. Oh, I almost could have saved that. Nice. Okay. Almost at Fiery Dino. More star bits, why not? And we are not going for the health pickup, because we don't need it. Because we are Galaxy Masters. Sure, I did not get through that galaxy, the Matter Splatter Galaxy, without a Spring Mushroom, but I'm still a Galaxy Master. Okay? Don't forget that. Still a Galaxy Master. Still a Galaxy Master. They call me the Galaxy Bro for a reason. Starting to think this guy is the Galaxy Master. Die. Ah, fuck. Uh-oh. Okay. Still Galaxy Master. It's still a Galaxy Master. Still Galaxy Master! Yes! Whew. Okay, I did not want to die there. I am so glad there's not a Daredevil Comet for this guy, because, like, holy shit. He would definitely be the hardest to do that for. I love how Mario shows up for no on this guy's planet and fucking kills him for no reason. It's the Mario way. Yahoo!
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're just 29 stars away from 100%. Mario loves killing infant creatures. I almost said infinite creatures, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, he was a mid character in Forces. Okay. I do have to be a little bit careful here. Still gonna be going for risky strats though. Oh boy. Okay. Wait. Okay. And then avoid the volcano blast. Okay, here. Gotta be careful. We wait. And those trailing hitboxes can be annoying. Okay, we're out of that. Okay. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Okay, this stupid planet, too. Okay. Locking in. Okay, did not know how big that hitbox was gonna be. Okay, I just wanted to clear them out for extra safety there. Alright. Okay. Final stretch. Bonk doesn't matter, because it's scripted, we stand up here anyway. Okay, let's not fuck this up. Mario, please. Ignore the rocks, they're not that scary. Lava rises faster just to make you uneasy. Oh, ugh, double backflip onto the spire. Avoid the lava bubbles. Get the fucking star, Mario. Okay. There we go. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. And water. That is the Daredevil run in this galaxy, or in this game, though, that gives me the most anxiety to deal with, though. The only one that's actually a level, not a boss fight. You know, it sure would be neato to see them do another Daredevil run in another Galaxy game. I wonder what that would look like. Okay, now we're going back into the first star again, because now we need to collect star bits. Die. Oh! Okay, almost bonked. Okay, now I gotta like do a spin right there. Okay, and we don't take the launch star right away. It's kind of funny because, like, in a way, you could almost say, like, sling stars and launch star sequences are kind of like quick time events. You know, just shake the controller at the right moment at some times, some points. Just with a bit more interactivity. And I think the idea of having, like, these segments where you can collect star bits while you're being launched is such a good way of, like, keeping the player entertained while you're getting to the next planet. Holy fuck, they are QTs. I never thought about that. Again, yeah, it's interesting, right? But they're handled very nicely. You don't even think of them as QTs. Yes, the 2000s definitely like their QTs. I think Resident Evil, like, 4 and 5 were pretty guilty about this, if I recall. Star could be pretty slow. Can be. I might get my ass burnt here, though. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God, okay. I already lost track of where the star was. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with
Oh, yeah.
Deep Dark Galaxy next. Maybe we'll alternate between Deep Dark and Dreadnought. I think you need to clear this star first to unlock the Comet for Deep Dark. I don't know, because doesn't a QTE involve pressing an input during a cutscene? That's why it's kind of like a, what would you say? You could consider this a variable QTE, because like sometimes it's just like you get to a launch star and then boom, you're off to the next planet. But sometimes you have to like take another launch star while riding along in a launch star. And if you miss it, then you might miss out on star bits or like a particular area. What the fuck? What? Does the fire flower just like take off when you have like the rainbow star? It looks like it flew off. Funny. That's true. And that's not really fair to Double Dash or really any Mario Kart game. It kind of does fall apart if you think about it more. It's just kind of funny. Oh yeah, this galaxy scared me as a kid. Like the jellyfish up top here, like that kind of scared me. This whole galaxy gave off a very unsettling atmosphere. Like the music is just properly eerie. How like the jellyfish sounds when you get closer to it. I know. I felt very uncomfortable by this galaxy. And now we're fighting Camilla. I've never played OGRE4. I've often heard, like, OGRE4 is considered, like, by some people to be one of the best games of all time. But I've never played it. I've played the remake. Played the remake. Never the original. I've heard good things about RE4. And I definitely believe you. Oh. Okay. I think this wasn't a Daredevil run. There we go. You know, I could honestly see myself doing a playthrough of RE2 Remake on stream. I know that's a bit outside of my audience. Like, I've kind of, what do you say? You could say I've built up a little bit of a brand of playing Nintendo games. But like, God, I really did like playing RE2. So I think we have enough star bits now for... Or would you just have to stop and shoot and it's a bit better for me because of that? Oh, that's funny. For a while, I think what turned me off of Resident Evil was the tank controls. But I think I've come to understand that, like, you know, just because a game has tank controls, that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just different. And games can be built around different. I kind of had this, like, epiphany when I was playing Castlevania? What the hell? I'm gonna call blame that now, Michelle. Castlevania. When I was playing Castlevania Rondo of Blood, because, like, classic Castlevania games definitely have, like, a little bit of an awkward movement system to them. But at least in Rondo of Blood, it felt like it was designed around that, you know? You just have to be a bit strategic with your movements, knowing when you should commit to a jump. Because, like, I think a lot of people, like, especially after playing Mario games, are quite used to having, like, control in their jumps and their platforming. So even if you kind of fuck up a jump, you can still, like, control your movement after the jump has been committed. Like, most Mario games give you some air control. Castlevania does not give you that. But that's the thing, you kind of got to get used to that. That's kind of what it's all about with Castlevania. Also, there's a way to jump into that pipe, but I'm not gonna bother. Oh, no, of course, Alto, no worries about that. Honestly, like, saying, like, launch stars are QTEs, I feel like it brings up a debate of, like, is cereal a soup? You know, it's silly, it's ridiculous, but it's kind of just fun to talk about nonetheless. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite sections of the level. Oh, I didn't even realize you could, like, carry a bomb. Huh. Oh! What you can do is, like, keep chaining jumps all the way up. And have the whole thing fall apart at the end. Kind of fun. Yeah, that's the kind of QTEs I would hate. Like, if you're just enjoying a cutscene and then BAM! You better press the X button, buddy, or else you're doing a gameplay segment all over again. Also, I know you can get up here without having to activate the water switch. Forgot exactly how you go about it, but... Wait, was it here? Camera, please? Oh, I think that might work. Yeah, wow. Okay. I don't think I ever went about it like that. Better question is melted ice cream soup. Very good question. Okay, so there's 9 more stars we can get before we actually have to beat the game. So I think we will be beating the game then today. Bubble blast off. Got a blast! Okay, so this star is kind of funny because, like, because of the music and the boss, you almost think, like, you have to, like, beat this boss to advance, but you don't actually have to. You can actually just ignore them like this. And then boom. In fact, I think when I played this when I was a kid, I did that, and I didn't realize I actually had to beat the boss. So I'm gonna... Bubble boost. Oh, almost. Here we go. I do have to say, I think this galaxy probably has like the weirdest like moments in it. Like this planet just filled with like Cheep Cheeps that are bouncing around. Using these like bubbles to kind of like blast yourself from planet to planet is also an interesting decision. It's like instead of launch stars, it's going about it like this. And then this planet where you just have to like break open this melon. It's such a weird like why, you know? Why do they go about it like this? Oh wait,
Oh, yeah.
I'm being told that there was an encoding overload? Why? The background? Okay, I just freed up maybe a little bit of CPU by killing a task. I mean, I would assume it's a Japanese thing, but it makes me wanna, like, it's like... Why, like, I don't understand, like, what it's, like, the aspect of culture it's tapping into, you know? I guess that's what I would want to know. Alright. Quite like this galaxy. Even if it does have one of the more annoying purple point stars in the game. I think I just like the set pieces. This is kind of silly having all the Chain Chomps roll down here. The music, I think, though, kind of like sells it. Makes it feel like you're kind of hopping from spaceship to spaceship. The game here. Thank you. I think it's the 3rd star of this galaxy where the speedrun comic takes from. This is certainly like a harder version of like the Balrog Galaxy star where you're kind of like going through some cannons. One thing you should keep in mind is if you're ever going through this galaxy and you ever lose the platform that you're standing on, for example, up here you can stand on like a stationary platform, and if you're not quick enough, you might lose this platform. But another platform will come back. Specifically this section right here. Like if you stand on this platform for too long and the moving platform disappears, another moving platform will appear. And that's really important to know for the Purple Comet Star, because the Purple Comet Star is based on this one. I think what makes it really tricky is just getting used to like the various angles that you're kind of moving around at. In a way, it kind of feels like your controls get reversed at times. Oh, oh, Mario, please stay. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can't get knocked off the platform. Okay, it's good to just stay here. Mario. Yes. Mario. Ba-da-ba.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Halloween is coming up. Does anybody have any Halloween plans in store? Here we go, Daredevil Comet. Halloween plans are Halloween plans are doing what I'm doing right now, but on October 31st instead of October 15th. Work, aww. Sad face. Giving out candy and having a bestie time. Hell yeah. You have a bestie time. Is Halloween Friday this year? That's pretty nice. Pretty sure, because I think October 30th is a Thursday. Maybe I was wrong. Okay. Second phase. Halloween is a dry day tonight. Oh! I didn't know the fireballs could actually get on the platform there. Oh, that was risky. No! I got hit by the Koopa Shell spell! Oh, that's funny. Try again. I think this is the first time I failed the Daredevil Comet. Okay, good to know that Halloween is on a Friday. I'll have to ask somebody if I could wear a Halloween costume into work. I'm gonna bust out the banana suit. Remember that, guys? When I used to wear a banana suit sometimes on stream. The good old days. Ah! For some reason I was like shaking, it wasn't going through. Oh wow, killing them and getting a Koopa Shell. Foul swoop. Okay, don't die again. And there we go. the last Daredevil run of the game. Unfortunately, not the last one of the duology.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think at 100 will like the Luma will spawn in. Okay, we'll do the Dreadnought Galaxy's third star here, and that will probably unlock the con. End of the top. I think I've mentioned this before on stream. This is a very particular memory I have. Does anybody remember playing Mario Kart Wii? It was in a very specific period of time where you could, like Mario Kart Wii came with like the Mario Kart TV thing, and with Mario Kart TV, you could download like specific challenges. And one of the challenges I remember doing was the Top Man Tribe challenge, where you had to like knock out 3 members of the Top Man Tribe as quickly as you could. And there was a leaderboards with it as well, where you could like track how fast you were on that. And I remember for a while trying to get like the fastest time on that. But I never did. I got like fast times, but not like really fast. Yes, it was Mario Kart Channel, not Mario Kart TV. Mario Kart TV was like the Mario Kart 8 thing. Yes. I mean, there it is. Pokemon Channel. And longtime members of the stream would remember all of my many Pokemon Ranch streams. Which I think I even did like I think it was last year, I busted out Pokemon Ranch again for good old memory's sake. That was funny. Oh. There. I would unironically love a new Pokemon Ranch style game. Yeah, make it so that way Pokemon Home has like a little ranch you could put some of your Pokemon in. Game Freak, give me $1,000. Just for the idea. I won't do any of the work. That's your job. Oh, make it. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright. Top Man Tribe. Top Man Tribe time. God. Oh, that doesn't work. Wait. No. Somebody suggested last time I should do the homing stomp. Hit the weak spot, but I guess they accounted for that. Because it didn't work. Like, it wouldn't lock on to him at all. That's interesting. I wonder if, like, the Top Man is just, like, not an entity that the homing stomp will lock onto. Or if it was specifically designed to not lock onto him.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting thought. Okay, Speedy Comet. Good. Okay, Top Man Tribe speedrun. Now this one's kind of funny because they actually changed up how it opens here. You actually have to get the green top man below here. Somewhere. Oh, I think you actually have to approach the center and then it spawns. No? Look. Oh no, it's here. It's just slightly different. Come on. Come on. Fucking get over here. It's so weird. Come on. Okay, you could just use a backflip. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Okay. Yes, you're gonna transform. Okay, this one's mean because now you have a red one, like, following you alongside the green one. Does the green one not, like, follow you? Sometimes? Like in the speedrun comment specifically? Okay, no, it just... AI is shit. Got it. Fuck you. You can use that to also knock them back. I think I knew that, and I just not applied that at all. That's alright, doesn't matter. Thankfully for this mission, they give you like plenty of time. Don't be afraid to use this mushroom here because getting past the cannonballs can be sometimes stupid. Please don't fall. Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay, the rest is not hard at all. Okay, you idiot Mario. Yeah, you saw that? Aw, yeah. That's where I saw it. I mean, it's happened to me too. It's just really funny that I saw it happen to somebody like that. Cause like you can see like the struggle as well. Oh god. Hi. Oh. I wasn't there exactly in the middle. Nice. Oh god, look. Okay. $100 stars. Now the Luma should appear, right? No. Unless it's already there? Maybe. Let me check something. Okay, it's already there. Okay, and let's get the secret star quick. That shouldn't take too long. So there's the few stars here, and then like the Luma star we need to get. So this secret star is basically like the sequel to the garbage star from the Battle Rock Galaxy. So if you loved that one, you're gonna love it doing it again. Hey, with a big one. Yermo for Smash Brothers. Oh, well, that was a buzzer beater. The time is a bit strict there. I feel like it'd be nice if there was like an extra 5 seconds. I think the things you gotta like work on in that star is knowing your throw arcs there and knowing that you just need to put the bombs on the yellow spots.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Dreadnought Galaxy. 2 more stars in Deep Dark Galaxy. Okay, now we take out Guppy here. This was another... I mean, since it was the same galaxy, yeah, this star also scared me as a kid. This star also frustrated me, actually, because getting through the rings was tough for little Babby Thatchner. You'll see what I mean in a second, but... I don't know. It's too hard for little Babby Thatchner. So I hope that 1 point of damage won't, like, get me over here. Alright, hello, sir. What, you can? You gotta be kidding me. You wanna get me out of this lake? You gotta get through all 8 rings. Hope you played Superman 64. Oh my god, I'm making a Superman 64 reference. In 2025. God, I'm original. Sometimes the perspectives on the rings throw me off as well. Because they're like front-facing... They're like sprites that front-face you at all times. Also, I'm not going through that ring. That ring is a trap. It's honestly pretty mean how he like makes these like sharper turns. Uh-oh. Okay, got it. Yeah, this is actually a pretty mean star. Oops, well. Kill the jellyfish. Wish my word, take this. Hell yeah. You mean Super Peak 64? Exactly. I wonder if there's any kid who I mean, there probably had to have been, right? There had to have been at least one kid who got that game, maybe for Christmas or something, and thought, this is the best game that they've ever played. Because they just didn't have any other frame of reference. They probably played it and they're like, yes, I love this game. I hope there is a Superman 64 2. Or a Superman GameCube game that is exactly this gameplay. There had to have been. Like, 100%, right? If you ever watch the video in that game, it gets even worse in the later levels. I've seen, actually... Does anybody remember Proton John? I saw him do some Let's Plays of it. I don't know if he actually ever finished that Let's Play. Kind of made it into a bigger project than just a Let's Play. Which is kind of funny to do for Super N64 of all things, but... Yeah, it was like a rushed Christmas title, which, I mean, I feel like that's the case for like a lot of bad game titles. Like Sonic 06, for example, that was rushed to make a holiday deadline and to make it for the anniversary of the series. I feel like they've done that for Sonic a few times. I can't believe I did the same thing there. God damn it. Okay. Oh, Sonic games rushing someone. Ugh. It's so funny with Sega because it feels like You know, with a lot of the games, they're doing pretty well, but with Sonic, it's just like, what the fuck are you doing, you know? Sure, they'll put out some questionable DLC practices, but at least the games can be good. Like, Yakuza seems to be doing good. Persona, but granted, that's Atlas. Sonic, it's like, that's like your guys' mascot. I honestly don't know how like Sonic has managed to like survive over the years. Oh yeah, Boo in a Box. This one's also a very interesting star. You don't even need that. How long, Mr. Boo? Die. Yeah. Oh, that worked. The fans. Sonic's still having such a following, having so much fan art of their favorite Club Chateaus. OCs, yeah. I have heard that Sonic is often very much carried by the designs, and I can see why, because I feel like Sonic's design is just very appealing, really. Also, yep, that's it, so we just need to do that Luma Galaxy and then beat the game. That's gonna be a perfect ending spot, too. Oh, okay, I was worried. I thought I didn't have enough star bits for a moment. Transform! Okay. Sometimes the characters can be just endearing enough or just cool enough, and I think that's enough. Like, Silver has had, like, a grand total of, like, what, 2 mainline appearances? But people really love Silver. Just because the concept of him is so cool.
Yes.
Also, this galaxy is a little annoying. Just because you have to unlock these panels. Which you could use with the pointer. Very interesting that this level is the only one that seems to use this functionality. And shit, there's another one. Okay. Please be it. Okay. Yeah, exactly. One of his appearances is one of the worst Sonic games ever. Forgot where, because I know one of them is trapped in the treasure chest. Wait, is it here? Oh, fuck me. At least I can capture you. All in there. Good. Locking in. I always forget where the last one is. Fuck! It's like in one of the... Fuck! Are you fucking kidding me? Where was it? Oh, dude. This level sucks. Two of them are easy, because, like, one of them, like, one's in the snowman, one's in the treasure chest, but... Are you kidding me? I think it's, like, in one of the holes in the ground. Okay. Okay, there was? Are you kidding me? Okay. Fall in the hole. Make my life easier. Okay. This is really easy now. Now I just need to find the shell. There's the fucking shell. Oh wait, is it hidden in one of the snowmen? Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, still not over, but still much easier. Oh! Fuck you! You're not getting... Mario? What the fuck? Analog controls got messed up there. Okay. Die. Oh, this is the worst. This is a really annoying level. I always forget where, like, the one in the hole is. Because it's not as specific as the other ones. One's a snowman, one's in a treasure chest. And, of course, the timer. Alright, but... Complaints aside... Fellas... That is the last star we can get in the observatory as of right now. Which means... we only have one thing left to do. We... need to go to the center of the galaxy. It's time. Do you want to go to the location of your special one at the center of the universe? Go. Alright, then. Off we go. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, ready for this cool-ass cutscene? Let's go. Let's do this. I need some water. Throat's getting so dry. And now we become the actual comet. It's always been. Also, I love how Rosalina is just, like, blowing up all of these ships. Oh, unless the ships are just firing at her. She doesn't care either way. There's a warp field inside the castle.
Go, Mario.
Go, Mario. Inside, hurry. This is the moment that makes Rosalina such a cool character. And it's a shame that every other Mario character, every other Mario game after this makes her another, like, wahoo, yeah, character. Whoa, voice acting. The fate of the universe. You can't get much cooler than that for a Mario level name. God. They went all the way hard in this one. And really cool music too. It's just kind of weird that they didn't that like modern Mario games also just don't seem to keep the voice as like, I don't know, smooth and suave as it used to be. Because like, if you listen to Rosalina in Mario Kart World, like, she sounds kind of close to Peach actually, which is like, I don't know, feels like a little bit of our identity is going there. Now, I think there's a skip where you can actually just kind of like burn your ass in the lava. Okay, well. Not like that! Not like that! Oh, God. Oh, jeez, it took a while to load me. I think if you kind of like long jump this way, like south? I'm gonna try it. Nope, just kidding. There's an invisible wall. Am I dead again? Okay. Okay. Let's lock the fucking. Oh my god. Okay. Oh god. It's so funny. Try that again. A little bit of a boost there. Thanks for showing us what not to do, right, Ethan? Yes, exactly. That's exactly what not to do. Also, Jesus Christ, I should not be making like risks like that. Why not? Okay, gotta make up for lost time. I do like how this level is basically like a showcase of all of the other like worlds you've been in. Or galaxies. Coins are much needed. And oh gosh. This is also a very like cool level. And I like tunnel with all the bullet bills and lava everywhere. Oof. Oof. And then this segment. This is where you can soft lock the game here, but I can't remember what it is. Also, Bowser Jr. is huge. Jesus. Alright, time to save Peach in the universe. Yeah. Oh, okay. Fat baby. I also like how Bowser's head follows Mario there. It's really jumping! Finally! You got here just in time to see the creation of my galaxy at the center of the universe. Watch and weep. This galaxy, I'll rule a great galactic empire with Peach by my side. It will last forever. I'll rule every pitiful corner of the universe. Mario, as you can see, I got big plans, and stomping you is up to top of my list. Oh, you're right next to a thing that I can... Oh, fuck. Okay, no. Getting ahead of myself. Hop around. Hop around. Alright. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. I had myself there. I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh, here we go. Here comes some epic music, guys. Come on, guys. Let's get some hype going on the chat. Cannot beat this orchestral score. God. This is definitely one of my favorite, like, Final Bowser themes. Turn your tail. Hit you once. Hit you twice. 3 times, and that is game. We knocked him out of orbit. I didn't understand exactly why he was reaching out when we knocked him out like that, but it took me a while. Like, I think in my 3rd playthrough, I realized, like, oh, he's trying to get back to the planet's gravity. Yeah, so long, gay Bowser. Bye-bye. There's the Grand Star. Ripe for the taking. There it is! Game beaten, our 105th star. We are out of here. And now we can watch and enjoy the beautiful ending. The beautiful, peaceful, absolutely nothing's gonna go wrong ending. He's just falling from the ship. This materializes in Mario's grasp. Bump it up slightly. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Something seems to miss here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bowser's distraught. It's so interesting seeing how defeated Bowser looks here. He's really like, oh fuck, I've lost everything. My galaxy, my empire. This can't be happening. Yeah, it really can't be. Windows Defender, shut the hell up. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Let's use this Windows XP. Uh-oh. And this was such an interesting ending. Black hole sucking everything up. Uh-oh. And the Luma! Our beloved Luma that's been with us! Sacrificing itself for the fate of the universe. God. What a very interesting choice for Mario ending. Right. That's it. That's how Mario ends. Just kidding. The Rosalina Void. You hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies someday. Mario's like, okay! When stars die, they turn to stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually, that stardust reforms to create a new star. And so the cycle of life continues. But the cycle never repeats itself in quite the same way. So, you'll see. Mario's like, I don't know what's going on. Can I go home? Is back on the ground. Oh, finally, some regular gravity. Or Fortnite appearance. Oh, I never realized there was a Guillermo there. I think every time I watch this ending, I see something new I haven't seen before. There's Queen Bee, the best Mario Kart 7 character. Dino Prano, for some reason. Oh. This is an interesting ending. They're all just waking up. Normal.
Yes.
Yes, all new life carries the essence of stars. Even all of you.
Welcome! Welcome, new galaxy!
Galaxy, galaxy, galaxy. Ah. And there we have it, fellas. That was the first 105 stars of Super Mario Galaxy. Oh my gosh. We're not quite done with the game, but we're definitely getting close to the end of our 100% run. I do want to say, even though we're not done with it yet, it's always fun playing this game. It's always fun just replaying this game. It went by pretty quickly though, like... Hell, I'm pretty sure, like, if I were to go for 120 stars, it's probably going to take maybe like 2-3 more hours. Sure, like, the speedrun of this game is like... What would you say? I think the speedrun of this game for 120 stars is... I want to say under 6 hours? I could definitely beat the game faster, but it's still fascinating to me how quickly this game goes by. Yeah, any percent is sub 3, but 100% is probably like, I think it's like sub 6. It just boggles my mind how quickly this game can go by, because I just remember spending so much of my time as a kid, like, playing this game over and over, like, ramming my head against the harder levels repeatedly until I finally got it. But now that I've played it so many times, like, all of the challenging levels don't even give me too much of a hard time anymore. I'll die like once or twice. And sometimes it's just out of trying to do like goofy stuff. But what do you say? It's, I don't know. It's still not too much of a challenge anymore. Not that I want the game to be a challenge, but I don't know. It just makes me think of the little baby Thatcher who played this game for the first time. And it sometimes makes me want, like, more Mario Galaxy. I mean, thankfully there is more Mario Galaxy. And we'll get to that soon enough. But we're still gonna go for 100% of this game. Or at least getting all 120 stars. If you want to play more of it so bad, you could always go for 242 instead of just 120. That's true, that's true. Although I think for now, or at least once we're done with 120 in this game, we'll probably go for the we'll probably go for Galaxy 2 first. Or next, rather. Shoutouts to Nate Bildorf, who's still been working with the company, and Bill Trennan, who's also still with the company. But after all of these years, is this game still good? Absolutely. It's great. Maybe it's still too early to say that, but I could definitely say I still loved my time with this game. I still loved my time streaming this. And I'm still gonna have fun going for the last 15 stars. And hey, it's also kind of funny how this worked out. We're right at the end of the usual time I stream for when we've beaten the game this time. It's nice. There it is. The end.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
No. Thank you, Mario. Oh, there's even like a bit of extra credits here for like the Switch 2 version. Oh, that's nice. Yes! More content! Finally! A new chapter's been added to the storybook. A purple comet has appeared. Yep, you saw those blurbs right. There's more storybook and more purple, or more stars to get. We got the little crown next to our name. We still know there's more to get, but we are going to be saving that for next time. So, for those of you who are watching the VOD, that is where we're going to be ending this stream. But do not fret. Next part, we'll finish off Mario Galaxy. We'll get the rest of the purple comets, or we'll get all the purple comet stars, beat the game once more, and gonna call it quits. So, to those watching, thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.